Hello, my name is Ashley. Today I'm going to show you how you can preserve your persimmon. There's a lot of persimmon on trees that you cannot eat all at once. So what we do usually in Armenia, what they do this, they peel it and it grows plenty over there. What you do, you peel them. I'm going to show you just like with the peeler. You will peel them like this, which I'm just going to do it once for you, and then the rest I will do it by myself because it's going to take time. So what do? We will peel it like this way. We will keep the head, okay? In case if it breaks, I'll tell you what to do. So we have to peel them like this, and it's optional. You'll take a lemon, you don't have to do it, but I'm gonna slice them. And what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna rub around the lemon, just like around the persimmon, just like this. Now, what we're going to need, very good, strong string. This is a silk string. You cannot break it. That's how hard it is. So what I'm going to do this, I'm going to leave a little bit the ends longer. What we're going to do later on, we're going to put around the edge of the head, and we're going to tie them. We just tie them once or twice because this is silk. It might open up, but we have to tie them nice and strong, just like this. And we're gonna put next to each other, hanging, and then we're gonna hang this outside under the sun while it's cool and sun. We're gonna dry them. But while we're hanging them, we have to cover like a veil, so we don't want any ants, flies, or whatever come on it. And when you put lemon, of course, none of the insect, they would love citrus. So I just rub it like this way, and I'm gonna hang them all. Now, in case, if you don't have the flower part, the head, you can take a needle, make sure that you put long needle, you burned it, or you clean it with alcohol to clean the bacteria, and you go through or sideways or the top. But I think I will advise you from the bottom to the top, or if you have the handle, you can tie them. And that's how the way you do it. We will hang this for a week, 2 weeks, until it dries. Now in Armenia, all Armenians, what they do, in a New Year's Eve, we put a table and we have all dry fruits and desserts and everything. And I have to tell you, the persimmon and pomegranate must be at the table. The pomegranate, it means to multiply its blessing, and the fruit, it's as a sweetness at the table. We need the persimmon. So what I'm going to do now, I want to show you one more thing too. When you pick them up, it has to be hard, very hard. You cannot eat this while it's hard because it will dry your tongue. It will be bitter for you. It will be not as bitter, but it will dry your tongue. So when it's on the tree, you let them ripe, or you can pick them and let them on the counter to ripe. But I always like to let this thing to ripe on the tree. And I want to show you how sweet it is, which we have another kind of persimmon, which they call fui. But I have to say this is worth $1 million if you have it. What I do first, which I should have done it, we'll cut the head, the top. First we do that, and then we will slice them. And I will tell you that in no time, it will gone. This is one of my favorite fruit, which I love all kind of fruits. And this is one of the special one that it will melt in your mouth. When my kids come, friends come over, this is what they ask from me. So anyway, so this is what you do. Now I'm going to hang it, and then I'm going to show you the result. All right, I'll get you back later. All right, now that you see over here, I'm outside. I'm going to hang them on a tree. Okay, what we have to do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna roll over the cord. Now you can put this on if you have this portative thing that you do your laundry, that people they use in apartment, you can use that, or you can put a cord from one tree to another and keep them away from each other so the sun will dry them very good. There you go. Let's roll this like this. And now, while we're putting this like this hanging, we're just gonna, doesn't matter, just let it hang. Don't worry about it. So the sun has to dry this very well. What we have to do now, we're gonna, anything you have, a little cheesecloth or a veil or whatever you have, just take it and cover it. Why? Because we don't want any flies or anything to come on your fruits. And when it's sun dries, it's very, very tasty will be. We're just gonna cover it like this. This is how I do all the time. And it will protect from insects or anything, any flies or anything. Just cover it both sides and keep this under the sun. Now at night, you can take that in, or you can cover something else on it so we don't want any moist or anything to come. So this will dry like this about a week and a half to 2 weeks. You will be able to tell. So we're gonna leave like this, and I'm gonna show you the result in whenever it's ready. And then we can offer this on New Year's Eve on the table. It will be very, very delicious and pleasant and healthy fruits for you, dry fruit. All right, we'll be back in 2 weeks. All right, we're back now. I want to show you that how the persimmon, we hanged it under the sun for, I thought it would be dried by 2 weeks. It took about 2.5 weeks because it was a little bit on a cooler side. So what I did, I put a net around and I hanged it under the sun. So what it does, we don't get any bugs on our dry fruit. So this is what we do for New Year's, especially in Armenia they do that. Now this is that you see it, all the sugar, it got concentrated. I have to say to you, it will be even sweeter than honey. That's how good the fruit taste it will be. And I hope that you will have a persimmon tree and you will try it. You can keep this for a long time. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the strings. Now you can take if you want the top, but I'm gonna keep it the same way it is. So what we have to do, we put this on our table on a New Year's Eve. And when I put the table, set it up the table, I want to show you my dry fruit table, New Year's Eve table, I should say. And this is the way we will put it. And then what we do is we take a 2 tablespoons maybe, a sugar. Let's put it here for now. 2 tablespoons of sugar with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I have one in already here. There you go. You don't have to filter too much. So what you do is you mix them together. And what do we have to do when we want to preserve this? We want to put in a box. This is what you do. Now, this is not that we're going to give a taste for the dessert, for the dry fruit, but just to give a good decoration. And this is how it's gonna show, and this is how you present your guests. So this will be on my New Year's Eve table, and I will be happy to share with you my new New Year's Eve table when I put my desserts. And this is gonna be over there too. So I hope you try this. It's really tasty and delicious. I want to wish you again a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and I wish peace to the whole world. I thank you very much again, and I hope you like this channel, my videos, and you subscribe it if you like, and press like too. And I thank you again. Bye bye. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I want to thank to all my patrons on patreon.com for their support to make my channel possible. Thank you.